Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Grey Zone Warfare video. This is more of a guide of sorts to build what I consider the best AK, and along the way I will give you tips and my opinion on why I choose certain attachments and why there are reasons to pick this AK over an M4. I think most people agree that in almost all situations the M4 is the better gun. The M4 with a 20-inch barrel and a 1 to 6 times scope is just the current meta, and there's no denying this. And it's also usually agreed upon that the AK is the budget option, which I understand on one hand, but on the other hand, the AK we're building today is still quite expensive. But I feel like if you stick around throughout the video, I might be able to convince you to give this one a try. Let's start off by building the gun. So we start out by visiting Turncoat. For this you don't even need Turncoat level 3 because all the things we're buying from him, you can already get at Turncoat level 2. So the first thing we're taking is the AK-74N. This has a specific purpose that we will see later on, but we don't want the AK-74M. This also has the advantage that we're saving a few bucks because the AK-74N is just cheaper than this. So together with the AK-74N, you are going to buy this specific AK-74M. But before we check out, we also buy the silencer. Now we will just buy everything, and then you will take the silencer, put it on the AK-74N. We will tear apart this AK-74M for its best parts. You need the RP1, you need the gas tube and the B10M that is attached to it. We don't need the RK6. We also want the AK rear sight and the magazine. We put all of these things on this AK and it's already starting to look pretty good. The reason we take this AK and buy it is that we need this B10M, which is the best in slot handguard for the AK-74 at the moment. It has the same recoil control as the B30 that can be found on this specific AK-74, but it's also less heavy than the B30, so that's an advantage. And the best current AK handguard you can just straight out buy is the MOE handguard, which has worse recoil control, so we're not taking this one. After we're done with this, we're gonna sell the AK-74M, get back $288 and move on to Artisan. For Artisan, I believe you need level 3 for this optimal build, so keep that in mind if you wanna build it yourself. We will buy this specific AKMN, and then we're gonna scroll down. We will buy the AK buffer tube adapter and the PDC. Now, why do I choose these parts? The AKMN is the only way for you to obtain the RK3 grip without having to find it somewhere. And the RK3 is literally the best grip in the entire game. It even beats the best M4 grip because of having lower stamina drain on the arms. We will put that on the AK-74 and the rest of that AK can just be sold. We take the PDC because the PDC, unlike the dogleg, has the ability to use the iron sights of your AK. This comes in important later on, despite it being a bit heavier and a bit more expensive. So we will just use the PDC, put it on here. Now the important part. This is the reason why we chose the AK-74N over the M variant, because the AK-74N can mount buffer tube adapters, which we will put right on here because the best current stocks are just what you find for the M4. Okay, next we will visit Gunny, and I believe you need Gunny level 3 for this build to work. And we will buy the AFG2. Some people prefer the DDFG because of the good recoil control, but I personally feel the difference of 6 recoil control much less than I feel the difference of 18 weapon handling and 26 arm stamina drain. So that's why I'm taking the AFG2. Also, it's black, so it fits the theme of the gun. Next, we will buy the 30mm low to mount a good optic to it, you know, the Razor 1 to 6 times that we will also buy. And then we will buy the M4 buffer tube, MOE stock and butt pad. Those are just the meta options for stocks in this game. We buy those, put them all on the gun, and we have ourselves a pretty nice AK-74N with these stats. 3.2 MOA, there's nothing really you can do to mitigate this. 32% recoil control, minus 12% arm stamina drain, 4% weapon handling and minus 12% reload time. Now the entire cost for this build is around $6,300, so it's quite expensive. You know, you can almost buy an MK18 for that money, but you have some very clear advantages against the MK18, which are not immediately obvious. Now, why would you want this AK instead of building a better M4? And the answer is weight. It is basically impossible to build an M4 that is equally capable while also weighing less than 4 kilograms. I've actually put together an M4 that tries to maximize weight and stats, and you can see it's still heavier than the AK while also being less accurate and otherwise sharing pretty much the same stats. With all this in mind, why even bother with lightweight gun? Well, if you are like me and you enjoy hunting down other players, mobility can be a key factor. With this gun I bring my medical supply, hydration, energy, a level 3 plus vest, a level 3A plus helmet, the quads, and 300 rounds with 2 extra magazines, while still only weighing 21 kilograms. This allows you to be extremely mobile while not giving up protection and lets you run down and outflank enemies, and all of that for a total cost of less than $10,000 for the entire kit. Now the reason I chose to install the AK rear is that for some situations like YBL bunker, you actually don't want to have this big optic on, and you always have your backup iron sights, which are not compatible with the dogleg. That's why we have the PEC on here. Now thanks for watching guys, and see you all next time.